still more work to do. And we're going to see how that plays out. So yeah, let's go ahead, and for the couple of hundred people that have joined since we first started talking, let me go ahead and ask where you guys are logging in from, and what's the temperature there. Racket coming up with 100 degrees in Galveston Bay. Oof. And probably what, 90% humidity as well? Rainy day in Dublin, Georgia. All right. Keep going around the room. I know some of you have already answered this, but let's go ahead and pop in. And Rick giving me New Hampshire weather nice. Rick, we're typing in the other room though. That might have confused some people. 70 in Hawaii, Mount Hood, Oregon. What's the temperature in Mount Hood? 60 and overcast. That sounds about right for Mount Hood. Western Maryland, 70. Coming in from North Carolina, sunny 72.
Hey, Chuck, can you
How
hear
you
me?
doing, Tom?
I'm good. I'm teaching a class here in Ponte Vedra Beach, futures class. Let me lower the screen there so people can see me, but I want to get on here. We got a lot to talk about. You know, our focus for education today is entry, targets, and where we're wrong. And there's a high degree of risk involved in trading. Past performance is not indicative of future results. In my opinion, the market has totally reversed what happened Friday. I would say as long as we stay above, write this number down, on the S&P, 62.94. That's a new support in the current market, 62.94. Everybody have that number I just gave you? That's very important for today's trading, okay? 62.94. My opinion is that we got to see Monday. Monday's always a difficult day, and we got to see how we end up. To remind people, today at the close, we'll be issuing our market newsletter that sort of takes in what I said last night and gets you tighter focus. But we roll into Tuesday, which I call Trade Day. The first program we hit on Tuesday will be T-Buzz All-Stars. That'll be tomorrow at 10:45. Then we'll be back at 11 o'clock for Train and Trade. So Monday through Friday at 11 so far. We're checking our numbers, and so far we're a little shy of where we topped out on the first day, but it's Monday. Not much shy, but we got to build that for me to keep doing this. Okay. Now, this is our first look at August. Remember, this is day 2 of all the tickers we put in here and the high and low since day 2. Notice that the way Jonathan has it, he's got where we open at, which is 63.60. We're a little bit shy of that. Seemed a lot. We were almost 100 points below that at one point, and now we're back up here knocking on heaven's door for an uptrend. Current price is 41, and our low is down there at 62.39. Write that number down. If it works out that we end up going higher from here, that will be the measurement of risk for the month of August, and that low that was created on day 1. As we go through the different markets, one that jump out to me is gold. Tonight in futures first, I'm going to look at maybe a gold trade, gold option tonight at 7 o'clock, but I'm definitely going to focus on the bonds. Everybody sees ZB right there. The current price is 115. That's the pivot number for the year, and I think that could be big. Looking down, Bitcoin took a big hit. Now it's starting to come back. That makes all the Bitcoin-related stocks come back. TLT is a play. I'm not ready to make a play on it yet. I'm going to get closer to the September Fed meeting. Amazon's a disaster. We took profits this morning on Amazon. Jonathan, I think we got in. What price we get in at on Amazon? We sold that on Friday. Got in at 7 out of 5. In at 27, sold it. It was a bearish spread. We sold it and got out at 11. Good way to start a Monday with a short that we covered this morning on the sell-off. Microsoft, you keep track of the low and the high. What I'm looking for going into Tuesday to develop my power trades is stocks that exceed Monday's high. Okay. Microsoft might be one of it. Meta might be one of it. If you look at Meta right now, the current price of Meta is right near its top, looking very strong. Tesla is a little bit below its midpoint. Berkshire still remains a very weak stock. I told somebody this morning I'm probably going to pitch Berkshire. I'll probably give it the rest of this week. If it breaks the 3-day low created in the month of August, goodbye, Berkshire. Okay. N&E, the nuclear sector, is stronger than garlic today. Nuclear, again, that might be in the power program tomorrow, using that high to trigger me in. Look at the low, that'll be your wrist. CCJ, another one that looks good. Oklo, another one that looks good. CEG. Palantir's got earnings after the close. Remember the high and low going into earnings. If it turns out you're making highs, then Palantir will hit to 175. That's right, 175 if it turns out very bullish. RTX, I told you they'd be buying defense-related stocks. This is a prime example. We made a few trades on it. I think it's going to go higher for the year. Keep your eye on the 3-day high when released. Hood, something I've been watching now for a solid month. Haven't traded it yet. I think there's some money there if it takes out its 3-day high. MSTR, that's the monster stock in Bitcoin. Keep your eye on that one. If it takes out its high, then Bitcoin will be high. All Bitcoin related stocks will be high for the rest of the month, like Bitto and other stocks. I'm still messing with Bill Sample gave me XS. Well, I want to talk about coin. Look at coin. It opened the month at 335. It was up. It was flying high. I was going to hold this stock forever. And then all of a sudden it started crashing. Once it broke last month's 3-day low, I got out of that coin and rolled it into NW for the weeklies. I said, I can't stand it. It broke. It just kept going lower, lower, and lower. And I'll get back in, but not just now. Dave is a stock I follow and traded limited amount, but I think there's a lot of potential there as it gets more maturity under its belt. I would say it's a teenager right now, about to go into adulthood. Circle is a stock we had a lot of fun with, but it's in the corrective stage right now. Circle. CoreWeave that was a stock we traded a lot. If you remember, a lot of that was at the Sawgrass in June, but now it's topped out, rolled over, digesting, adding a little maturity to it. Roblex is a stock I've been watching for a month, haven't traded yet. It looks very strong. Reddit is a stock that came up on my radar. I want to keep my eye on it. I think there's some money there. Of course, the QQQ will be traded. This morning, we were able to log a significant win on our weekend side hustle. Got in Friday, out. Yeah, I'm out of coin and COIW. I'm in NVIDIA, NVDW right now. I made that change. I got paid the dividend to tomorrow because I made it on Friday. Amazon's a dog right now. I consider Amazon's a dog. The weekly's a dog. And that rounds out. I'm not in Tesla's weekly, but generally speaking, right now I like NVDW, and I'll probably get in AMDW after their earnings and after the 3-day high. Any questions about the 25 tickers? This sets up what I'm looking for to make my power list. What I'm looking for, very simply, I'm looking for something higher than what we see over the first 2 days. And I identified AMD. I identified AMD's got earnings, got to stay away till after Tuesday on earnings. It won't make the power. But Palantir comes out with earnings tonight. It can make power. NVIDIA can make power. the power program tomorrow. That's 2 off the top of my head. NVDW is a weekly pay, Todd. You can go to YieldMac or Roundtree and find out about that one. Stock hit 54 on Thursday. We were able to buy it around 51, and with NVIDIA going higher, it's going to go higher. Moves about 120% of what the basic stock moved. Plus, you get about a 50-cent dividend on it. That's the tickers. Any questions about the tickers I just covered? Remember, they're incomplete till we get the 3rd day under our belt. All right. Tuesday power plays and why Monday's high-low is important for the week's trade. This is our Tuesday trade. We stressed the importance of the first 3 days of the month. I told you if you could find a stock above the 3-day high, that stock has a 4 out of 5 chance of going higher for the month. Why not use this algo to build your portfolio the way I think about it, okay? You have to show patience and wait. The similar process on a short-term weekly basis. Once it gets above the 3-day high, it's above Monday's high, it's in play for that week. You mark the high for Monday, you mark the low for Monday. That is your frame for what you're looking at on Tuesday. Now look, you got to use some common sense here. If you're setting an all bets off number, you probably want to go to maybe a 5-day low, especially if you have a real violent movement like we did on Friday. A 2-day low might work, okay? Yeah, Mia, I will watch and wait right now. Dean, we'll see if Jonathan can do that. I think that would be a good thing to do. Julie, stocks NNW pay weekly dividends. Like NVDW pays you a weekly dividend. You have to be in on a Thursday to get paid on a Tuesday. Maybe it's Friday you can get paid on Tuesday. I had to double check that. But anyway, you get paid on Tuesday. Yeah, I thought it was a good deal. Taking a loss on Coinbase, getting out of that one, getting the dividend that got paid on Tuesday, then using the money to buy NVDW and got paid on the dividend there. I thought that was a nice 2-step I put on it, even though the market put one on me on COIW. Now remember, a stock that breaks today's high sets up for the week, especially if it's above its monthly open. Write that down. A stock making a move above Monday's high is first indication ready to trend for the week. That's what we're looking for. The odds have increased. Above Monday's high, you think long option strategies like buying call spreads, or selling put spreads. We had an IBM put spread. We made a nice channel on. We'll look at it again in the month of August. Those are the strategies you got to look at. You take the opposite approach. If this market broke, let's just say the market somehow this afternoon breaks Friday's low, then I might come up with a bearish spread and flip the script if it's negative, okay? We'll take the information we know, try to make good decisions, and we know where we're wrong. That's the beautiful thing about following the DTI approach. No guessing. If we're wrong, we get out. We always get back in. Always remember, you can get back in. Okay, if bearish below Monday's low, you look for buy puts, maybe buy put spreads or sell call spreads like I did on Amazon. Oh, what a great trade on Amazon. I'm very proud of that trade. All right, take a look at this track record on the Tuesday power plays. Got somebody talking out there. Somebody's got their hot mic there that signed on. Okay, This is the program. This is the program. This is going to teach you more about how to successfully trade options than any program I got. We talk about trigger numbers. That's where we enter the trade. We talk about targets. We talk about strategy. And here's the beautiful thing about it. If it happens on Tuesday, we make the trade. If it doesn't happen on Tuesday, we forget about it and move on. And we stay no longer than Friday with this strategy. The Tuesday power plays is based on Monday high, Monday low insights combined with our DTI approach. People in the power program swear by it. They become great option traders. So I strongly think this is one of the first stops if you're new to options or trying to learn how to get better at option trading. Tuesday power plays. Now, I've got a session that covers the details of this program. I'm going to turn it over to Adam. Does anybody have any questions before I step and listen to the power program for tomorrow? Anybody got any questions about that? Adam, we're 19 shy of our Monday high. Got to work hard. Got to get higher numbers. We're close, though. I'll give you credit. Any
I saw
questions?
that.
Do what? Adam said something.
I said I saw that. Got it noted down.
Yep. Note it down. We're keeping track. Guys, let's have a great week. Who wants to have a great week? I know it's a silly question, but you got to think, do you really want to have a great week? Well, you got to do where you're going to put the odds in your favor. And we're going to put the odds in your favor if you're listening. So y'all pay attention. All right, Adam, you can take it away. I'm going to mute everything where I won't be disturbing anybody.
Let me do a test real quick. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Can everybody hear me okay? Hey, Pete. Hey, Frank. Hey, Glenn. I'm pretty excited to talk about this. This particular strategy is probably one of the best strategies that I've come up with in my career. And so listen up as we go through these slides and talk about it. And I'll answer some questions at the very end. So, glad everybody's here, and it's going to be a good second half. So, it starts really today. If you look at July 22nd here at 2:30, this is the first step to get some of the top trades we're going to make, and it's 100% free to you. Now, hope everybody's doing well, but you got to remember, the profits and performance shown are not typical, and we make no future earnings claim. Of course, you may lose money. From June 8th, 2021 to July 8th of 2025, got about approximately 67.7% win rate on this thing, but average weekly return, counting winners and losers, 2.17. The average winner on options is 15.9%. The average holding period is 4 days. We cannot guarantee any specific future results, as there's always a high degree of risk involved in trading. See our terms on DTI homepage for more information. Now, in trading, there will be losers. No black box miracle system that prints out winning trades automatically. The whole purpose of our research and work with traders is help give folks an edge in the markets. If you can't handle a losing trade, then you really shouldn't be trading with real money. Again, losses in trading have occurred and will occur in the future. And folks that don't know, I'm Tom Busby. I'm going to reveal the real reason markets are signaling the strongest second half of the year in living memory. In my memory. It's a message you won't hear from talking heads on TV as they drone in about interest rates, trade wars, or geopolitics. So stick around, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to go head to head with Wall Street, exposing one of their best kept secrets. A secret they kept hidden in the dark for decades. One that's already shown the power to pay out anywhere from 34, 52, or even 120% on your risk. Now, by entering the trade only on Tuesday morning and closing out just days later, you see it carried out week in and week out. Take a look at what just happened with Match Group. Heading into July, Match was on a wild ride. The company was testing new features to deal with user burnout. The stock got hit with a downgrade from Wolfe Research. In just 3 weeks, it dropped over 9.7%. Now, you'd avoid a stock like that with like the plague. But anyone who knew about the Tuesday turnaround on July 11th could have placed a quick trade that morning and walked away with, maybe enjoyed a dinner with friends that evening, and sure enough, 24 hours later, 38%. $1,000 could have turned into $1,377 in 24 hours. You see, this Tuesday turnaround is about to expose is all thanks to a little known occurrence where a tidal wave of Wall Street cash is pouring into select stocks in a certain hour of the day. And it's created these precise moves for double-digit, even triple-digit gains time and time again. For example, look what happened. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices. Stock was on a tear, and if you're using the same old technical indicators, probably would have stayed far away from this overbought stock. I know you've heard that term. Shares were pushing against the upper Bollinger Band. People use that. RSI was tapping in its bullish threshold, and the stock was a whopping 36% above its 200-day moving average. All the technical signs pointed to an imminent pullback, but on Tuesday, May the 23rd, within seconds of the opening bell ringing, money was pouring into this stock from every direction, which meant just one thing. This Tuesday turnaround was just beginning for AMD. Could have placed a basic trade to enter AMD on Tuesday and taken the rest of the week off from trading, spend quality time with your family, hit the pickleball courts for a few games, because in 24 hours, it happens fast, AMD soared, where $1,000 turned into $2,090 in 24 hours. Now, before you call BS on that opportunity, I need to assure you, every example you see is based on real signals that were made in real time. In fact, our team has been live testing this method out for over a year now, totally real, fully audited results. And while we all know that not every trade will work out, and there will be big winners, small winners, and even losers along the way, Tuesday power plays aren't some get-rich scheme. It's designed to particularly alert you to opportunities on Tuesday morning. So you can cash out in as little as 48 hours, just like we had a chance back with Apple last December. Shares were ripping higher for the month's end close. RSI was topped out. Stock jumped through the Bollinger Bands. Just like with AMD, the technical signs pointed to a pullback, but none of that mattered. Because on Tuesday, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day, within seconds of the opening bell ringing, money was poured into Apple from every direction. Which meant just one thing. This Tuesday turnaround was just beginning for the stock. You could have placed a basic trade to enter Apple on Tuesday, taking the rest of the week off from trading, because in 24 hours, Apple, 80%, that's 1,000 in, 1,806 out. Get the math. An extra $808 probably go a long way right now, especially when you remember that most folks don't have much left in their savings these days. Americans have almost depleted excess savings, according to a Fed study. And at the same time, the cost of living just keeps going up. Inflation are spending about $709 more per month than 2 years ago. But whatever your financial situation may be, what I'll share with you today could be exactly what you need to get the upper hand on Wall Street. Because as you see, the way Wall Street invests all boils down to one specific hour of the day on Tuesday morning. That's why Tuesday is the only day that matters during this. The rest of the week, those aren't trading days. Those are life days. It's on those days where you get the freedom to spend your life how you really want to. Maybe taking a trip to the beach. Knowing each Tuesday rolls around, it's another chance to target the next double-digit gain. Like Tuesday, April 22nd on the TQQ. We love that one, up 53%. AMD again, 109%. MAR, 119%. That same 1,000, those three trades would have yielded $2,810 of pure profit. It's all thanks to my breakthrough discovery of these highly predictable Tuesday turnarounds. Consistently tapping into double and even triple digit opportunities like we saw. Now, before I get too ahead of myself, like I mentioned earlier, my name is Tom Busby, an active trader since the 1970s, a member of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I was a vice president of Smith Barney, which became Morgan Stanley in my early professional career. One of the largest retail option traders in the world back in the 80s, was only one of 50 people selected to have the Globex terminal outside of Chicago in the 90s. I warned investors to get out of the market the week before the 2008 crash. Remember it like it was yesterday. Predicted the bottom in 2000, that was March 9th of 2009. I have 3 published trading books. I'm a former Air Force officer. I work with over 100,000 traders. They called me the Corvette trader because I bought one brand new one off one of those trades back in the day. Founder and lead trader at DTI. And before we get going, I have to remind you, there's never anything guaranteed in the market. Winners and losers are part of the game. And if you can't afford a loss, then you shouldn't be playing. That said, what I'm about to share with you today could radically change how folks look at the markets and also how you use your free time. You see, most people spend countless hours going through charts, researching till their eyes bleed. I've done that. Worried about what the Fed might do next, or the banks, or inflation. We've all been able to skip all the madness and tap into what I believe is one of the most repetitive occurrences in the stock market. I call it a Tuesday power play. Remember that name. Now, I'll explain what a Tuesday power play is in just a moment. But all you need to know right now is every single week during one particular hour trading on Tuesday morning, Wall Street loads up on a handful of stocks. And with all that money poured into certain stocks every Tuesday morning, it becomes a market moving force that can push stocks higher in a matter of days. Like what happened with the NASDAQ. April was a bloodbath for the markets. On Monday, April 21st, the index continued down 7% in 1 week. The markets were in a tizzy over the tariffs. And it seemed like the sky was falling. All this, our global trade war would hurt the stock market, but what you need to know and how to handle it. Most traders didn't know what to do. Hey, not me. My custom-built proprietary trading system picked up a Tuesday power play on the TQQ, play in the market long, meaning there was a high probability TQQ could go higher from Tuesday on. Boy, it has it. Anyone who got that signal would place a routine trade on TQQ that Tuesday morning. There it is. There's the dates. In on Tuesday. And out the next day with a 53% cash out, 38.25 in less than 24 hours. Now, had you read the headlines or looked at the charts, that little known price range equation, you could have entered in on Tuesday and pocketed a fast double-digit win. That wasn't the only opportunity, because our system picked up another Tuesday power that same day. This one was on BITO, B-I-T-O. At the time, BITO was all over the place. It was a choppy mess. Up, down, down, up, down. Trading this without a Tuesday power play would have been like finding a needle in a haystack. But when our system flashed a Tuesday power play, there was no guesswork involved. You could have placed a trade that same Tuesday morning to get into BITO like we did. And on Tuesday, cashed out on Wednesday for the second time, 32% on those options. 2,500 turns into 3,300. And had you taken both of those trades, which happened on the same day, you would have secured a $2,000 payday with 2,500 each, or 4,100 payday from 5,000. That should get your attention. Without any of the stress, anxiety, or time-consuming analysis most retail traders put up with every day. 4,100 help take the weight off the mortgage or those never-ending bills off your shoulders, and still leave you with a healthy chunk of spending money you could use. Take a vacation, go to dinner, or make home improvements. Then the Tuesday power plays could be perfect for you. Look, if you ever felt like the market odds were tilted against you, we all have, or like your account value is always taking one step forward and two steps back, I just want to say it's probably not that you're bad at trading. You're probably just looking at the wrong stocks at the wrong time. Most people trade any day of the week and at any time. That could be a huge mistake. You see, there's 1 hour of the week when Wall Street shows their hand, and it only happens on Tuesday. Let me show you what I mean. Take a look at a report from the S&P 500. Look at it close. Ever since I've been trading, Monday has historically been a down day in the market. That's because Monday is what I call Wall Street's rebalance. Institutional investors come back after the weekend to sell the stocks they don't love and free up money to buy in the stocks they love on Tuesday. Look how green Tuesdays have been. And if you're finding the stocks they're buying up on Tuesday morning, you get a chance to turn Wall Street's biggest buys into double-digit or triple-digit gains in under a week. Just take a look at what happened with NVIDIA. Back in October, S&P was trading sideways ahead of the elections. Monday, October the 7th, S&P continued its downward tumble. NVIDIA stock was grinding sideways that same day. And this price action was just noise. On Tuesday morning, my custom-built proprietary trading system cut through the noise and picked up a Tuesday power play on NVIDIA. I'll explain what a Tuesday power play here is in a minute, but all you need to know is that it was a high probability NVIDIA would go higher from Tuesday through Friday. And you could go ahead and make your RSVPs for the 3-day weekend knowing you don't have to worry about anything else. Place a simple trade on Tuesday morning on NVIDIA, and later that week I came back to cash out of NVIDIA right there on October 8th. 1,000 turned into 1,250 by Friday. Now, if you paid attention to the noise of Monday's price action, you probably missed that trade completely. But thanks to that little known price range equation, I was able to get in on Tuesday and out later that week with an easy double-digit win. But I wasn't popping champagne bottles just yet because my platform picked up another Tuesday power play that very next week. Next power play was on Berkshire Hathaway. At the time, Berkshire was trading sideways like the rest of the market was. Good luck spotting the true trend just from the price chart, right? With all the noise, most people would have waited to get in on Berkshire, but frankly, we don't care what most people do. I placed a simple trade on Tuesday morning, jump in on Berkshire, and I didn't even have to wait till Friday to cash out. BRK/B cashed out $1,160 in one day. Now, had you taken both those trades, you could have rolled $1,000 into $1,410 payday within just that week. You wouldn't need to spend even a minute worrying about the news headlines breaking over the weekend. Here's what you need to know and remember. Most people think that Wall Street begins their trading day at 9:30 Eastern opening bell. That's not the case. Institutions start much earlier with the Asia Open, then the Europe Open. By the time the markets open in the United States, they already have it figured out. The markets never sleeps. Right there in that picture tells you a world of information. Pay attention. Have you ever turned on CNBC and see stocks moving up or down ahead of the opening bell? Because Wall Street already knows what they're buying before the market's open. Meaning most retail traders don't have a clue what to buy or when to buy it. even after markets start moving. Sure, you can get an idea where the markets will open by watching the pre-market, but it's nearly impossible for ordinary folks to figure out ahead of time which stocks are set to make a big move, unless you have a way to spot these Tuesday power plays. Because at the opening bell on Tuesday morning, we can catch Wall Street dead in their tracks. Look at ConocoPhillips, COP, back in January. Conoco closed at 73.77, opened at 74.56, wasted no time putting cash to work in ConocoPhillips. Keep in mind, while ConocoPhillips opened up 1%, S&P only opened 0.2%. Thanks to that unique range pricing equation we use, we knew that Tuesday power plays was taking place right before our eyes. And Wall Street was buying up the stock like crazy. And if you had the inside scoop on ConocoPhillips, you could have rode the move to a 34% gain within 24 hours. There's COP, where 5,000 turned into 67.02 in 24 hours. And this occurrence happens every single Tuesday. Check out the opportunity the very next week with SWAB, SCH7. Closed at 91.65, jumped 0.7% overnight. Not a sizable start for Tuesday, but a significant when you consider the broader market was dead flat, divergence. Tuesday power play was just getting started when we got the signal. And had you followed Wall Street's lead, placed ordinary trade to enter on Tuesday morning, could have walked away with a 28% gain by Friday. There it is. 5,000 turns into $6,400 by Friday. Now we have to be straight with you. With thousands and thousands of stocks on the market, there are hundreds opening higher each Tuesday. So how can we be sure that we're jumping in on Tuesday power play and not a fake move? The truth is you need to be a math prodigy to spot these Tuesday power plays in real time. Only a handful of traders have a clue Tuesday power plays even exist. Even fewer know how to find them. In reality, only a few stocks meet my strict entry criteria each and every week. But to make sure regular folks could get in our predictable Tuesday power plays, I needed a consistent and totally legal way to see what Wall Street was buying up. So our team of coders developed a proprietary system that scans over 40,000 price points every second. Imagine doing that by hand. And creates a Tuesday buy zone that makes it obvious when Wall Street is pouring cash into a stock. What it looks like, the power zone. Here's how it works. The stock enters the power zone Tuesday morning, place a quick trade, maybe over your coffee, come back, cash out a power play by Friday. Simple, that's it. Then power down your computer, spend time with your friends, maybe practice your golf, whatever you like to do. And the power zone picks up these weekly explosions like clockwork. Let me show you what it did on Marvel. On Tuesday, July the 19th, it crossed into the power zone right at the market open. There it is, Tuesday morning. All you had to do is place a basic trade while enjoying your coffee, cash out on Wednesday, 120%, 5,000 turns into $10,975 in less than 24 hours. And go enjoy the rest of your week off. Probably ask yourself, Tom, is that it? How does it really work? Well, the factors include mathematical tracing of the day open, the midpoint range, the standard deviation of 3-day movement, percentage gain on the month open, moving price averages on 5 days, and a proprietary true range code. My system takes all these and combines them to formulate the power zone. Obviously, there's a lot to handle, but with our proprietary system running day and night, we can pick up these power plays time and time again. And once a stock enters the power zone at the Tuesday open, you can enter on Tuesday morning for the weekly power plays. Take a look at what happened 1 week after the Mar trade. Here we go. Tuesday, July the 26th, S&P opened really soft. But that didn't matter one bit to me because right on time at the Tuesday open, Encore Capital Group stock was entering the power zone. There it is. There's a clear signal to enter the Tuesday power zone on Encore Capital Group. Anyone who did that would have come back later that day to lock in a nice double-digit gain. ECPG, 22%, where 5,000 turned into 6,100 in 24 hours. When the stock breaks into power zone on Tuesday, we can enter with confidence knowing that Wall Street is piling in for a short but sweet ride. And once we refined our system, we did that, and then tested it with live real money trading, I was shocked. For the first time ever, traders like you and I could potentially get ahead of these Tuesday power plays time and time again. Consistency. Forget spending grueling hours watching charts all week long because there's only 1 hour a week to pay attention to. Just jump in on Tuesday. Every single week it sets up. Look at what happened to Valero Energy a week after 22% surge of Encore Capital Group. Tuesday, August the 2nd, again, the S&P started selling off. Most traders were probably wiping their tears from their losses. But again, we only focused on Tuesday power play because right at that time at the 9:30 open, Valero Energy was off to the races. There it is. The setup. All that was left to do, place the trade on Tuesday morning, come back and cash out later that day. Valero, 18%. Wow. Go on and enjoy the rest of your week off. But we're not done yet, because on that very same Tuesday, had you been following my system, you would have alerted to another stock entering the power zone Tuesday morning, entered the Tuesday powers play. Well, here would happen when you close position on Wednesday, 30% on Etsy. This is how it works. Now, those 4 trades are all over a 3-week span, paid 18, 22, 30, and 120% on mark. Could have turned it into $58.99. 2,500 in each of these would have turned into $14,747. That's enough for most people to cover their car note, monthly mortgage if they have one, and still have some left over. Done that in 3 weeks. And thanks to these consistent Tuesday power plays, just place that trade on Tuesday, step away from your computer, knowing you can ride along Wall Street's biggest moves for the week. Don't spend another minute analyzing charts of fundamentals. To be honest, if you're just now hearing about this, you missed out on some incredible trades. That's why I'm here. I wouldn't be too concerned with what happened in the past if I was you, because according to our researchers, this daily occurrence is only growing stronger. Since 2013, Tuesday has counted for the greater returns than any other trading day, pushing stocks up in a reliable weekly pattern. Folks, when we passed the big, beautiful bill, I believe the best method to target what I expect to be the strongest second half of the year that we've seen in recent history. The power to be able to take advantage of this is something that you as a trader want to know and know how to achieve the best performance for yourself. I believe if you follow the information held inside this webinar, you will be better equipped to take advantage of history in the making. And that's why you simply can't afford to miss out on the next Tuesday power play, starting today. Today, I want to invite you to go after your dreams, be part of something most traders would never experience, chance to jump in on Tuesday power plays as it sets up every single week. And go and enjoy the rest of the week off, introducing Tuesday power plays. This will be unlike any trading service you ever seen before. It will teach you, you'll love it because it truly has potential to let you place a trade 1 hour a week on Tuesday morning, potentially capture double, even triple digit gains by piggybacking on a predictable flood of Wall Street cash. Tuesday power plays. Every Tuesday morning, I will send you 2 power plays so you can hop in right away and get the entry, risk, management, stock option criteria, no guessing about it, where the trigger prices are. The 2 brand new trades every week, and they're always come right on time Tuesday morning. 2 trades every Tuesday morning. There's 2 right there, 18%, 30%. Let me show you what students from my various programs have already been saying about my performance. Look what Keith said. Place the NU long call based on the TPP, that's Tuesday Power Play recommendation. He placed it, it just hit. Nice. What a word to tie with the trade. Nice. Tom, the cash register is ringing. That's what Bruce said. Love that sound. So far, I've only had winning trades, according to Denise, but more important to her is how much she learns each and every week. Richard said he's already took 25% profit today. Been great. Sylvan made 30% today, $1,930 profit in less than 4 days by Dickens. And you today get a chance to have your name up on that board with exclusive Tuesday Power Plays. So we do all the heavy lifting for you so you can really enjoy your days off, never miss a beat. The Power Play portfolio, each of the Tuesday Power Plays will be tracked in our real-time online portfolio. You don't have to guess where everything is. You're able to see it. My proprietary Power Zone system costs about $30,000 every year just to maintain. Without it, you'd miss out on taking the rest of the week off. But that's not all you'll be getting as a new member today. Tuesday Power Plays kickoff class. We're inviting you to join us live for a personal training class. In the kickoff class, you will have your questions answered, plus additional insights to Tuesday Power Plays. Of course, that's not the only training you'll be getting with this service. The Tuesday Power Play Masterclass, Introduction to the Stock Market and Options, perfect for anyone getting started. Allow those of you who have been trading for years to deepen your knowledge of the markets and to make sure we help you through both whether it goes up or down. I will be hosting members-only flash meetings for Tuesday Power Plays. You'll be invited to join. Also, when the markets see a spike in volatility, help you guide through the market. Speaking of which, surprising today, there's new members with a special bonus. Service like this could be tens of thousands of dollars. And from the results we actually recorded, I say it's totally worth it. Now, my publisher and I have agreed that a fair retail price for Tuesday Power Plays is $9,997. But before I offer a special deal for today's new member, that's why I'm here live at this time, at this day. I want to double the value. Special announcement. I'm doubling the amount of Tuesday Power Plays we'll be sending you every week. That's right, instead of getting just 2 Power Plays every week, you'll get 4 of the best each Tuesday. That's twice as many profit opportunities every week. You'll get all this inside the brand new Tuesday Power Plays membership when you join today. And if you join in the next 30 minutes, look at your watch. You won't pay anything near $99.97. My publishers agreed to let me give my highest conviction students access for just $19.97, but I said that wasn't good enough. I arranged to get folks that joined the special presentation today an incredible deal. So if you join in the next 30 minutes, you're going to get an additional 50% off. You're getting a deal of a lifetime. So the new trades are posted. Access them now. Go to dtitrader.com/power or call 904-706-3532 in the next 30 minutes. Hey, what will the trades be? Well, join. You'll see. Call 904-706-3532. Remember, join in the next 30 minutes for 50% off retail. And I want to reward those who take action first. For a very limited group of traders, you get a chance to upgrade to 2 years of access, meaning after you join today, you get access to 144 weeks of Tuesday Power Play. That's an exclusive service. These signals are not available to anyone else. But once these spots are taken, that deal will be completely off the table because be one of the first to grab this Fax Action bonus, join in the next 30 minutes, and take 2 years off. Clock is ticking. All back with the Power Play guarantee. I'm so confident this brand new program letting you set standard satisfaction. If after the first 14 days you feel I'm not delivering what I said, then we'll call our team. We'll give you 100% of your money back, no questions asked. Go to dtitrader.com/power. The new trades are posted. Access them now. Keep your eye on the clock. Yes, these trades are IRA friendly. You can use any regular brokerage to do it. Tuesday Power Plays, new. And here's the beautiful part about Tuesday power plays. We're getting these trades from a real-time indicator and not missing out on big moves because the typical technical indicators tell us to stay out. Take a look at Goosehead Insurance stocks. All the technicals, RSI overcooked, Bollinger Band getting tested, volatility, all that. But with Tuesday power plays, none of that matters. We don't look at the lagging indicators, tell us already what happened. We get to see in real time what's happening. In case of Goosehead Insurance, got in on Tuesday, out on Friday, 108%, I'd say, $10,380, and put 5,000 up. Join the next 30 minutes for that 50% off retail, but right now you got two choices to make. Choice number one, forget everything you've heard today and go back to your life the way it was and put your head in the sand. Or choice number two, listen, take action, be the first step to transforming your life. Look at these whoppers. Whoa. And then getting time to finally enjoy life. But no one can make that decision for you. If you want to become a trader, you're capable of becoming. The door is open right now. Clock is ticking. Once you join today, mark the date down on the calendar. We want you to remember this day. You took action and changed your life for decades to come. Join in the next 30 minutes for 50% off retail. Don't forget, special announcement. I've doubled the amount of Tuesday power plays I'll be sending every week. That's right, still getting 2. You're getting 4 of the best Tuesday power plays. That's twice as many profit opportunities each and every week. Twice the value, new Tuesday power play. Get the stock criteria, the option criteria, profit target, everything you need. You expect these trade signals in your email, right to your cell phone every week. Just like the top entry that was sent out today. And a special thank you for joining me. I'm giving you my top Tuesday power plays entry for free. The Tuesday power play top stock, which is NVIDIA. Take a look at NVIDIA and watch how it performs throughout the week and the month, and especially on Tuesday. NVIDIA is my top power play, top stock of this second half. How much do you need to get an account in the trades? I say about 2,000 put aside for this. The average cost of the call option is only about $374. You get the exactly true, so you can trade the way that best fits you. New trades are posted. Access them now. Go to dtitrader.com/power or call 904-706-3532. John said, thanks for that tip on Mar, up 3,100 on a 10 line. Look what Evan said, grows 2,100, longtime student. Just paid for his lifetime subscription over 5 times. Wow. Look what Laura did, $12,410. That got my attention. Riot. From Kevin, I'm up 1,000 on a down day. Get Tuesday power plays, roadmap, T-Buzz, 4 alerts on TPP a day. Thanks again. He listens, he takes the trade. It's new. Get involved. Join in the next 30 minutes right now. The IRA friendly. Use any regular brokerage. Apple's up 80%. Put 5,000 in, 9,000 out. I like that. AMD, put 5,000 in, 10,454 out. Mara, 5,000 in, 10,975 in less than 24 hours. Join in the next 30 minutes for that 50% off. Now, I'm logging off soon. Let me answer some questions. Go to dtitrader.com/power. 5 bonus trades are included with this. Get on board now. We're logging off soon, so let's answer some questions. Go to dtitrader.com/power or call 904-706-3532 if you got any question, any hesitation. All right, any other questions anybody have? The clock is ticking, and I'm going to do a special power session for people that join today as early as tomorrow. Make sure everybody's got a fair shot. That's what I'm going to do. This offer will not last, as Adam just said. Don't worry about it, Doc. I'll do something special tomorrow. We're in that zone. Yeah, put your email and phone number in there, Debbie, and I'll tell you how that works. Yes, MTI is a special tool outside of the Power Place. This is actual stocks delivered right to you. Yes, MTI does cost extra. Wow, this is a powerful presentation. I love the fact you got 30 minutes to make your mind up so real traders can see it. Do it. Somebody had that right. Just do it. That was Nike. Stock doing okay too. Folks, if you trade at all, this program will teach you more than any program out there about how to trade. The discipline you need, when to get in, when to get out, how to take losses, everything's included. I got it, Debbie. I'm going to give you a call. Well, I should, Doc. I've been doing this for 4 years, and this program here really taught me more about, I've been trading for 40 years. This program, I have to say, out of everything I do, taught me more of the details of what someone needs to do when they trade options, where to get in, when to get in, and how to get out. And the beautiful thing about it, you plan it out, you got it, it's there on Tuesday morning. It's just pretty sweet. Yeah, you got alerts, you got all that stuff. You got everything. This has got everything you would think you would need. You know, when we first did it years ago, we left one particular piece out, which we added, and that just changed the whole dynamics. We have a room, a Telegram room, Jeanette. We have a room. It's called Power Place. Well, a lot of people are coming. I appreciate it. Thank you. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. And remember, I will do a special Power Play on Wednesday tomorrow just because y'all joined today. How you like that? Thank you so much. You get alerted, Frank, through the Telegram channel. Just go to your member section and get it. Tuesday Power Plays. What we do, we give you a lot of choices, Tom, depending on the style you want to use. We give you a lot of choices. There's a lot of different strategies you take with the tickers we give you. So it's your choice. Or you can do all three. Stock, you can do the stock. All right, I'm going to wrap it up, Adam. Thank you very much. I enjoyed the presentation. Hope everybody enjoyed this presentation. You can tell I got fired up about it because I know how important this particular program is to your overall success. The elements of a trade really played out in the Tuesday Power Plays. So, as I always say, I'll see you on the flip side. Elements of a trade really played out in the Tuesday Power Plays. So, as I always say, I'll see you on the flip side.